Hey, I'm Jordan, coach at IMC. This is Frank from Form Focus Physio, and today I'll be going through the optimal warm-up for a Muay Thai athlete aimed at injury prevention, optimizing your longevity in the sport, and hopefully creating some perfect movement. If you've trained in Thailand before, you know the warm-ups are pretty much a bit of skipping, a little bit of shadow boxing, maybe some push-ups, and you're straight into it. So what we want to do is add some of the knowledge from modern sports science to get the most out of our workouts.
And so as Jordan mentioned, we're looking for movement optimization. And for a Muay Thai kickboxer, that includes rotation. So you're going to see lots of rotation-based exercises in this warm-up. Just want to highlight the fact that nothing trumps movement quality. So make sure you're focusing on your movement, your precision, train with some intention, because that's what's going to stop you from getting injured. So we start with the warm-up to increase our heart rate, increase our body temperature, and prepare us for the sport. So this is the windshield wiper. So we've got knees and hips at 90-90, and what we're working on here is rotation, particularly the lower body, from the lower back through to the pelvis. So this is a hip flexor stretch. If Jordan does absolutely nothing, just brings his weight forward onto his front leg, you'll see that, yes, he gets some range in his hip flexors here, but we don't have any stability aspect of the pelvis at the moment. So if I get him to come back, tuck the pelvis, pull the core in a little bit, lift the chest up. Now what we're going to notice is, because we've got the glutes and the core engaged, if Jordan brings his weight forward onto that foot now, see how he doesn't have as much range of motion, and he'll be able to tell you he's getting heaps more stretch through that right hip flexor. So we have the bow and arrow stretch, or the open book, some people call it as well. So hips and knees again at 90-90. Now we're focusing on thoracic rotation here. Jordan's trying hard to keep his knees down on the floor here. Rotate open and get his hand to come to the floor. Really open up his thoracics and his rib cage. And so here we're adding a little bit of resistance to rotational patterns now. And so you'll see Jordan pressing his right arm, stepping forward onto his left leg. So what we're really training here is what we call the anterior oblique sling, which is the muscles at the front of the right shoulder, in this case for Jordan, that go across the trunk and attach into and connect to the muscles at the front of his left leg. And these are really the slings that rotate us during movement. And so here we're focusing on the posterior oblique sling, so the back of Jordan's right shoulder coming across the back of his trunk to attach into his left glute, left hip muscles. And so we're continuing to load rotation with a bit of resistance here, with patterns that we'll see every day in Muay Thai. And so here we got Jordan focusing on rotation again with a bit of resistance on his trunk. So we're really trying to load the muscles now that are going to help us powerfully rotate when we're throwing either a punch or a kick. You'll see Jordan pivoting his foot and turning his hips as well, which is exactly what's going to happen if he's going to throw a really powerful hook. Good. And so through the whole kinetic chain, from the floor upwards, from his feet, through his legs, through his hips and pelvis, into his trunk and then his arms, everything is connected for him to throw the most efficient pattern and get the most benefit out of it.
Thanks for watching this clip. If you got something out of it, don't forget to subscribe and check out Form Focus Physio. The link is in the description.